Hello everyone, welcome back to part 4 of my series The BUZZSAW is the Law. I have got 10 more superb slabs of HM2 soaked death metal to show you, and we'll get straight on with it, shall we? The first band, this is a band from Spain. They were formed in 2002. They have 4 full-length releases, and this is the band Mass Burial. Another piece of Castellano artwork on show. You'll see him featured quite a bit, I suppose, in any sort of death metal update, really. Mass Burial from Spain. Next, we've got a band from Sweden, formed in 2012, and this band, if I remember rightly, this is the band Under the Church, by the way. Features ex-members from Nirvana 2002. They have got 2 full-length releases out on the Pulverized record label. Again, look at that piece of artwork. Superb band. Under the Church. It's really hard for me when I'm doing this. I kind of want to say a bit about them, but it's pointless because you're watching this because you know the HM2 death metal. Anyway, the next band, and the band that is playing in the background, this is a band from the USA. They've got 3 full-length albums out, formed in 2006, and this is the band Black Breath. This album, Heavy Breathing, from 2010, put out on Southern Lord Records. This band are I suppose, sort of like a crusty sort of hardcore band, but this, I think it's their debut, is just soaked in HM2 sound. The other albums they've got out are good, but not as good as this. Give you a little snippet of in the background. Superb stuff. That's what's playing in the background. Next, we have got from Glasgow. If I'm going to say Glasgow and I'm talking about HM2, you know it is. Coffin, Mulch. They have got 1 full-length release out. This is their EP. They were formed in 2018. And if you know me and my channel, you know my love for these boys, the Coffin Mulch boys. And again, look at that bit of artwork. Superb, visceral, ferocious, raw sounding HM2 death metal from Glasgow. Who we got next? We have got another band from the US, and again a band that got a sort of a smattering, that sort of hardcore, crusty edge. But this is the band Genocide Packed. This release, Genocide Packed, they've got 3 full-length releases out. 2013 they were formed. Relapse Records, recording artists. Superb. Genocide Packed and Genocide Packed. Next, this is a band who originally, in the first few releases, they weren't HM2 sounding at all. They're a grindcore band from Finland, formed in 1993, but over the years, and they've got 8 full-length releases out over the years, they have adopted the HM2 sound to their guitars, and that is the band Rotten Sound. This release, Cursed, just fierce grindcore in the sort of vein of, you know, Nasm, and I mean, I know the vocalist from Rotten Sound even has performed with Nasm in the past. What a fabulous, fabulous band. Love a bit of grindcore. Rotten Sound from Finland. Next, this is a UK band, and a UK band that you don't really see mentioned very often, and the sort of brainchild behind a drummer from the West Midlands, Anil, I want to say his name is, but he plays in a few different projects. This band were formed in 2011. They've got 2 full lengths out. I'm not sure if they're still going or not, but a very overlooked band in the UK scene, and that is Behr. One of those logos that looks the same upside down. This album, Phobiate. Yeah, superb aggressive death metal from the UK. Behr. We've got a band from Argentina next. They have got 1 full length and 1 EP, and this is the band Morte, and their release Miasma. They sing in their native tongue. They were formed in 2013. Like I say, 1 full length out. Superb stuff. I've got no problem when bands sing in their native tongue, and if all the lyrics are in that, you know me, I'm all about the riff. I like lyrical content, don't get me wrong. I'm interested to hear what bands are singing about, but it's not the be all and end all for me. So if it is a band that sound great and they're singing the native tongue, I'm all for it. Morte and Miasma, that release. Another band from Sweden, formed in 2002. They have got 2 full-length releases out, and that is the brilliantly titled Bastard Priest. This is their release, Ghouls of the Endless Night. Why I said ghouls like that, I don't know, but it seems to be the right way to say ghouls. The same as bastard. It needs to be said in that Sean Bean accent. Bastard. Bastard. Anyway, Bastard Priest. Great bit of artwork on the inside there. And, I mean, you can see the logo. I mean, the logo says it all, doesn't it? If it's that Old English or Canterbury text, whatever they call it, you know what you're in for. Bastard Priest. And last but not least, and I suppose some people will argue with me that these aren't HM2 driven death metal, and I would not disagree, but I felt I needed to show them. I love it. I do love that HM2 sound when the bands have got a bit of a hardcore edge to them, and it adds to that ferocity. Yeah, sorry, this band I'm going to show, like I say, I wouldn't argue that, well, they're not HM2 soaked death metal, really, but I felt like I needed to show them because they're such a staple of the Swedish death metal scene, and if you're into that HM2 driven sound, you're obviously going to be a fan of Swedish death metal, and if this is a band that you're not sure about or you haven't heard, you need to hear them. Formed in 1989 from Sweden, 8 full lengths, and the brainchild of the mighty Dan Swano, the band Edge of Sanity. And Dan Swano's had so much sort of involvement with HM2 sounding death metal bands, it just seemed right for me to show them. And like I say, I'm not trying to claim the HM2 sounding, but I think you should check them out if you're a fan of that style. Edge of Sanity, this is their debut, Nothing But Death Remains, from 91. Like I say, playing in the background, Black Breath, their release Heavy Breathing. Go and check them out. One of those bands that I suppose if you picked up their other albums and you heard them, you'd be a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about that. But this is really the only one that you need from them, in my opinion. I do own another one of their albums, which I do enjoy, but for HM2 sound, thank you as always for taking the time out of your day to watch. It is always appreciated. I'll be back with part 5 at some point in the near future. And until then, take care everybody. Bye for now.